Mercury rules the air sign, which is mutable. The most communicative sign in the horoscope, and the most amusing. A woman who is enthusiastic, outgoing, and extremely intelligent. Yes, you guessed correctly, I'm referring to the Gemini female. You may be aware of her personality features, but I'm sure you're unaware of how she behaves in love relationships, particularly when she wishes to end one. When a Gemini lady is finished with you, she has reached her limit. She's probably spent a long time trying to persuade you to change, but nothing has worked. Instead of breaking up with you, she's providing you subtle hints that you're no longer together. When a Gemini woman is over with you, she does the following 14 things. She will not end your relationship right away. Instead, she'll do the following. 1. No more undivided attention. When a Gemini woman falls in love with you, you immediately become the focus of her universe. No, she won't suddenly become clingy or possessive, but she will absolutely prioritize you. She will pay close attention to every word that you say. All of that changes when she falls out of love with you. Whether you like it or not, the truth is that this woman has ceased paying you full attention. You can tell by the way she stares at you that she doesn't care what you're talking about. She used to see you as the only man on the planet. But now she seems to be looking right through you. Everyone and everything is more interesting than you. You've fallen to second place in her eyes and lost your place in her life. 2. No more compassion. Women born under the sun sign have exceptional empathetic abilities. They are empathetic to everyone that crosses their way, let alone those they care about. When a Gemini female falls in love with you, she will understand everything that is going on in your life. You've lost 3 jobs in a row? No need to worry, she'll hold your hand, assist you financially, and assist you in finding a new work. This is how she behaves when she is madly in love with a man. When she wants to end the relationship, her sympathy fades. She doesn't care about your problems, and she doesn't care about how you feel. No, she won't hate you overnight. Instead, she'll do something much worse, she'll become entirely apathetic. There will be no trace of the assertive lady you once knew. 3. You feel emotionally neglected. When you first notice these subtle indicators that a twin has gone out of love with you, you may believe you're hallucinating and that it's not a huge concern. Maybe it's simply a phase, and you're expecting her to go back to her old habits soon. Things, on the other hand, have only gotten worse. As a result, you begin to feel emotionally abandoned. You no longer feel loved, required, or desired. She hasn't told you that she wants to end her relationship with you. She, on the other hand, acts as if she couldn't care less whether you're in her life or not. If you walked out on her right now, she wouldn't even blink an eye, let alone do anything to stop you. Of course, you've approached her about it. She tells you that you're overreacting and that things aren't as they appear. However, she is not doing anything to persuade you that she still loves you. This is exactly the disinterest we discussed. 4. She shows no interest in your life. When a Gemini woman has had enough of you, she stops recalling minor details about you or your relationship. We're talking about a woman who knew everything about you. And now she can't recall your birthday or the anniversary of your relationship. You speak to her, but she simply does not listen. She doesn't know the names of your coworkers, doesn't care about the problems you're facing, and doesn't even consider spending time with your friends and family. You haven't officially broken up, but it appears that this woman has successfully erased you from her memory. Yes, she is physically there in your life, but she treats you as if you are a stranger to her. 5. No trace of jealousy. A Gemini woman rarely reveals her jealous side, even when she is madly in love with you. However, if you know anyone who is a Gemini, you are well aware that they are highly jealous and possessive. When a Gemini woman has had enough of you, she doesn't care if you're in love with another woman, having an emotional affair, or physically cheating on her. In fact, you might be flirting with someone else right in front of her face and she wouldn't notice. You may believe that this change in conduct is due to the strength and seriousness of your connection. She no longer has any concerns about your feelings, and she sees no reason to be envious. Let me tell you something, a lady like her will always have a crush on the man she loves. In the case of this air sign, no jealousy equals no love. 6. You catch her lying. If you are familiar with Gemini personality traits, you are aware that people born under this sun sign are always truthful. A Gemini lady prefers the truth to a white lie, no matter how unpleasant it is. And she treats her loved ones accordingly. She never lies, even if it makes her life simpler. When a Gemini lady is finished with you, you will catch her lying. And it will happen again and again. When you think about it, it all started with such insignificant things. For example, she claimed she was too busy to hang out that day, but later admitted she stayed at home and watched Netflix all night. Maybe she rescheduled your date because she had to work late. However, when you looked at her social media, you could see that she was having a great time with her pals. Is it worse that she's lying or that she's not even attempting to conceal her lies? She appears to want you to catch her. So you realize she doesn't want anything to do with you. 7. She is tired of fighting. Most guys are fed up with their wives continually nagging them. You're weary of your woman composing essay-length text messages, threatening to leave, but never doing so, ranting at you, whining about everything you do, criticizing every move you make. But trust me when I say that if she's acting like this, it's a solid indicator she still loves you. When it comes to this, every woman is the same: the Pisces woman, the Cancer woman, the Libra woman, the Virgo woman. Then there's the Gemini woman. But what happens when a Gemini girl decides to quit battling you? I know what you're thinking. She's finally come to her senses and realized her nagging irritates the hell out of you. Consider again. When a Gemini woman has had enough of you, she will have no energy to dispute. In reality, she will regard it as a waste of time. No future together. She definitely sees no future with you and does not consider you to be her soulmate. So, what's the point of requesting that you change? What's the point of discussing her demands? This girl, you see, has made up her mind. Even if you finally decide to listen to all she has been saying all along, her decision will not change. 8. Or she picks fights all the time. On the other hand, there are Gemini women who are continually picking conflicts in order to break out of a relationship. I'm sure you're now perplexed and unsure what to think. There is a difference between how she argues with you now and how she argued with you when she still loved you. This woman will no longer argue about important issues. She will not nag you or ask you to change your conduct. In fact, when she argues with you, she will exhibit no emotion. The only emotion you might experience is fury. You won't see her burst into tears while trying to make a point, nor will kissing or holding her make things right. Everything you say or do irritates this woman. Remember those small peculiarities she used to find so endearing? Those are the things that irritate her the most right now. 9. She gives you a reason to doubt her fidelity. Will a Gemini woman betray you? The solution is actually quite simple: if she is in love with her boyfriend, she will never look at another man. But the instant she stops loving her significant other, she will start looking for other guys. This is in her blood. I'm not saying a Gemini lady will cheat on you before your official relationship ends. She will, however, give you reason to distrust her loyalty. Even in your presence, some Gemini woman will flirt with other guys. You must understand that this girl has lost all respect for you, as well as the affection she once felt for you. Not to mention the aforementioned loss of compassion. She doesn't care whether she causes you heartbreak or what you think of her after seeing her with another guy. Her profile may also be seen on many dating websites. She's on social media to meet other guys or perhaps just to talk to him because she's definitely bored in your relationship. When is she going to call it quits on you? She is merely fooling around till she truly falls for another guy. 10. She keeps on pointing out your flaws. Nothing you do will ever be enough for this girl. You can give her the entire world in the palm of your hand, yet she will not be pleased. You're planning romantic surprises for her, buying her costly gifts, and taking her out to beautiful restaurants, but she doesn't seem to be pleased with any of it. You appear to be doing everything too late. While she begged you to pay attention to her, you were preoccupied with other More pressing matters. And now that you're losing her, you're desperate to become the man she's been begging you to be all along. Instead of being blown away by all of your efforts, she's constantly pointing out your flaws. If this isn't a strong indication that this woman is preparing to end her relationship with you, I don't know what is.